Thomas and Friends. Neville. Hi, my name is Werner. I've been reading hundreds of books for you. Please subscribe to see them all. And watch until the end, where a surprise is waiting for you. Mom can help you there. Thank you. This is a story about Neville, a little engine who just wanted to be friends. But Thomas and the others wouldn't give him a chance, and that got them all into trouble. One morning, the Fed controller made an announcement. "A new engine has arrived on the island," he said. "His name is Neville. You must all make him feel welcome." "I wonder what this Neville will be like," Thomas said to Emily. "I hope he is as steamy like us," Emily replied. Later that day, Thomas had stopped at a signal, when the signalman called down to him. "The bridge ahead is unsafe," he said. "It needs mending before any engines can cross it. You must go to the docks and collect some iron to repair the bridge." At the docks, Airy and Bird were with Neville, the new engine. Neville was a steamy, but he had a square body like a diesel. Airy and Bird were feeling naughty. "We'll help you shunt those trucks," they said. But they pushed Neville hard into the trucks. The diesels laughed. Neville looked sad. "It's not our fault you are silly steamy," oiled Bird. And they laughed even harder. When Thomas arrived at the docks, he thought he saw Airy and Bird laughing with Neville. "There's the new engine," Thomas thought. "He seems to be friends with the diesels. How strange." Thomas chuffed off to Nepford Station. "We'd better be careful of that new engine," he warned James at the platform. "I saw him laughing with Airy and Bird at the docks." James was shocked. A steamy friends with diesels? He chugged off to take on water. "That new engine, Neville, is best friends with the diesels," he puffed when Percy passed by. "He doesn't like steamies, Thomas told me." Later, Percy met Emily at a red signal. "Don't go near Neville, the new engine," he told her. "The diesels have told him to biff into steamies." James heard it from Thomas. When Thomas arrived at Crovan's gate, the Fed controller was there. "I have a very important job for you," he boomed. "You must warn all the engines not to cross the bridge until it is repaired." Thomas felt proud. It was a really useful job. Then he heard a whistle. Someone was coming. He had to warn them. But when Thomas saw it was Neville, he forgot all about his important job. "He's pulling Annie and Clarabelle," Thomas sulked crossly. "They are my coaches, not his." "Hello," puffed Neville perkily. "I'm not talking to you," Thomas huffed. Neville was puzzled and sad. When Emily pulled in next to him, Neville gave her a big friendly smile. He hoped she would be nicer than Thomas. Emily wished out steam. "It's no use trying to make friends with me," she said grandly. "I know you are going to biff into all the steamies, just like the diesels told you to." Neville didn't know why she was being so horrid to him. But the station master blew his whistle, and Neville had to jog sadly away. Then Emily saw Thomas. "Thanks for warning us about Neville," she said. "Percy told me what you told James." Thomas was very surprised. "I only said I saw Neville with the Diesels," he cried. But before Emily could answer, Toby arrived. "Have you heard?" he puffed. "Salty saw Airy and Bird be horrible to Neville at the docks. So the Diesels weren't Neville's friends at all." All of a sudden Thomas remembered where Neville was going. "Neville's heading for the broken bridge," he cried. "I must stop him." Neville was speeding along. Suddenly he saw a barrier on the track. He slammed on his brakes, but it was too late. His front wheels went over the broken end of the bridge. Thomas came racing up and saw what had happened. He knew it was all his fault. Then he had an idea. He would pull Neville back. Thomas steamed slowly and carefully onto the bridge. He gently bumped Clarabelle, and Thomas's driver coupled Clarabelle to him. Thomas was very scared. Slowly and steadily he began to pull Neville back from the edge. The bridge creaked. Thomas had to hurry. With one big puff, he pulled Neville to safety. "Thanks," whistled Neville. "What a relief!" "I should have warned you," puffed Thomas, "but I was too busy believing silly stories. I thought you didn't like steamies. Can you forgive me?" "Oh yes," beeped Neville, "let's be friends." Thomas gave Neville a long, happy beep beep. From now on, he wanted to be the best friend Neville had ever had. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Enjoy my new series Oliver and Jumpy. 19 video books with about 500 pictures. There's text, but I also read it aloud for the younger children. I have written 65 stories and had them illustrated at great cost for your children's fun. Oliver is an elegant tomcat and Jumpy is his lady friend. Oliver loves to ride in Jumpy's pouch when they go for adventures together. Please find a link to the first book in the description of this video. Please always subscribe and like if you find my effort interesting. Thank you so much.